back to my channel. My name is Samantha Hammond and I'm a destination wedding and honeymoon specialist. So today is my 7-year anniversary as a travel agent / travel advisor. And if you've watched my other videos, I remember when I did my first video, I think it was 6 months into the business, and I've never thought that, I don't know if I should say that, if I didn't think that I would last this long in this business, but I never really thought like what would 5 or 7 or 10 years look like in the travel business. And it's been amazing. I am just reflecting back on all of the wonderful things that happened in the last 7 years, and it's been crazy. So for some of you who may not have known, before becoming a travel advisor, or if you didn't know, I should say, before I became a travel advisor, I owned a boutique here on Long Island, a consignment boutique, and I did that for 5 years. And while I was doing that, I was also just on my own doing luxury group trips across the world for like Meetup. I was on meetup.com and I would do 10 to 15 group trips per year, and I loved it. I love that. I did not love owning a boutique. So I actually, 5 years into owning my boutique, I decided to become a travel agent. I was like, you know what? I love traveling. I wish I could do this full time. And I did my research for a few months, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. You know, I already have the client base. I already know what I'm pretty much doing. I'm gonna take the leap. And I did February 1st, 2015. Actually, I started February 1st, 2015 as a travel agent. That's when I signed up for a host agency. But I closed my boutique. It was like I finished out December. So I want to say December 31st was like the last time I ran my boutique, because I knew I was going to be a travel agent. I just needed some time to kind of like figure out like how to do it. And 3 months into doing it, I started doing it full time and never looked back. So it's definitely been a wild ride. In 7 years, I've helped thousands of people travel the world. I've also, opened a host agency. So I currently have over 80 travel agents who work with my company. We host them. So that means that we are actually the ones who do all their trainings, all of their back ends, and their travel agents through our company. So it's been a wild ride. So not only have I helped thousands of people travel the world, but I've helped hundreds of people become travel agents also, which is amazing. I also worked as a business development manager for a year for a hotel and cruise company. If you guys check some of my old videos, I think some of them are still up, where I did videos on, how, being a business development manager. I absolutely did not like that job. I hated it actually. But I was able to do it while I was a travel agent. So I got to experience what it was like to work on the supplier end of the industry. And I was like, this is not for me. But I went back to then just working full time as a travel advisor. So I was a business development manager. I've done speaking engagements at different travel shows throughout the last 7 years. I've visited multiple countries. I think I'm up to like 40 something or maybe 50 something countries. I actually stopped keeping track, but I've been all around the world as a travel agent. Some of the more memorable places: Israel. I've been to Morocco several times, but I just came back from Morocco, which is always a favorite. Throughout Europe, I've been on several different cruises. Asia, which is my favorite. So it's been wonderful. It's honestly been wonderful. If you are thinking about becoming a travel agent, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Like I honestly cannot see myself doing anything else. I love my job. And the reason why I love it is for several reasons. I love the fact that I am helping people during the most important time of their life, right? I do weddings. So I'm a part of this experience for them, and with my job, I'm helping them just have a smoother experience. So you can't really beat that. I also do honeymoons, which is my favorite. I do love a good honeymoon. I do. So I would say honeymoons, honestly, is probably my first love, and weddings is like my second. I love honeymoons. Again, because I'm helping to create this amazing experience for two people. You know, I don't know, I feel like honeymoons are a little bit more intimate than doing weddings, of course. But yeah, it's such a rewarding job for me as someone who does weddings and honeymoons. So I love it on that end. I love it because I do travel a lot, most of the time for free, which is the best perk in the world. So I'm traveling the world for free. And as travel agents, we do that because a lot of times different tourist boards or different hotels or cruise lines, they have these things that they call fam trips, where travel agents, you know, get to experience their hotels or cruise lines or a certain destination. And the good thing about that is, because we're experiencing it, if we love it, we can now sell it to our clients. So I think that's the easiest way as a travel agent actually to sell something to a prospective client or to a client, is to experience it. So we tend to sell things that we know firsthand. So I could always say, oh, I love this hotel because, you know, X, Y, Z, or this, you know, Barcelona is my favorite city. So if I'm doing like an itinerary for someone, I may say, oh, you have to stay here and you have to eat here and you have to do this, because when I went and I did that, I loved it. So that is one of the reasons why we do these fam trips. I don't do them as much as I did when I first started. And I always tell this to new travel agents. I'm like, I promise you, you're not going to love to travel as much as you think you would. And everyone always tells me like, oh my God, I would never get tired of traveling. And I remember saying the exact same thing to like older travel agents when I first started. And now I'm really selective in when I travel, especially now as a mom and I'm married. I don't like to leave my family unless it's really, really, like, say, a hotel that I really want to visit, or there's a wedding conference or something that I feel like will benefit me and not just, you know, give me a free vacation or something like that. So, but even though I don't like to travel a lot as much as I did when, you know, maybe I started like 6 months into me traveling, I still do it a lot. I will be traveling next month to Egypt. Where am I going? Egypt, Dubai, and the Maldives. So, and that is actually for work. So I do still travel a lot, just not as much. I remembered maybe it was like the first or second year as a travel advisor / travel agent. I use them interchangeably. I went to 6 countries in 6 weeks, and that was a mess. I was gone so much, and I think I kind of wore myself out. So I told myself, you know, after a couple of years, like, only, you know, to be only selective where I'm going for work or even vacation. So that's another reason why I love this job, is because we do get so many opportunities to travel. I turn down a lot of travel, and I also give a lot of opportunities that come my way to either my staff or to some of my hosted agents, because I'm like, do I really want to go to Mexico again? Even though Mexico is one of my favorite places in the world, I tend to go like 4 or 5 times a year. Do I need to go a 6th time? Maybe not, you know? So it's a great opportunity for people who love to travel. So you're helping people and you're, you know, traveling the world for free a lot of times. Also, the money isn't bad. I am definitely making a lot more than I was when I first started. So, you know, as a travel advisor, it's very, very easy to make a lot of money the longer you've been in the industry. So if you are a travel advisor that's watching this video and you're just starting out, trust me, after a couple of years, if you're doing this full time, making 6 figures it's, I don't want to say it's easy, but, you know, if you keep at it, making 6 figures is something to definitely expect. So the pay is good, helping people. traveling for free over the last 7 years, and I felt like there was something else, but I can't remember right now. But I really love this job. Of course, location freedom of where I can work. I am in my office right now. I do have an office. I actually have 2 offices, but this is the one that I work from if I am coming into work. But most of the time I'm working from home. So I work from home a lot. I work when I'm traveling from different resorts. So I love that. I love that. And I honestly can never see myself not being in the travel industry. Would I stop maybe booking travel for clients? I'm not sure, maybe, you know, just because I also really, really love teaching and I love running my host agency. I think if it gets to a point where it's too much, I would definitely love to oversee my company, but I don't know. I don't know if I will be booking weddings in the next 7 years. We'll see. I may be, who knows? But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I've lasted this long. My company is super successful, so I'm really, really glad about that. And I don't know, I could never have imagined when I started, what 7 years of me being into this business will look like. And I'm happy. I am happy. I definitely would never, and I shouldn't say never, I couldn't see myself in another industry. If I was to one day, you know, sell my company or do anything like that, I think I would always still be in the wedding or the travel industry in some form. But I definitely, you know, I definitely love it, and I definitely will always be in this business. So I'm hoping that in another 7 years, super consistent, still on YouTube and doing like a 14-year update of, you know, my life as a travel advisor. I know so many travel advisors who've been in this business 20, 30 years, and they're all like still in love with this industry because it's just one of those things. I think it attracts a certain type of person, and then once this industry has its grip on you, it's hard to let go because it's a fabulous job. It's a fabulous job all the way around. Not always the easiest, especially when you do weddings. My team and I, it's February 1st that you guys are seeing this video, but if you're seeing this video afterwards, we have a lot of weddings this month. So it's a little stressful sometimes, but when you love what you're doing, honestly, and you have like a great team around you, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. We always say, you know, like, this is our passion. This is what we love to do. So even if it's a crazy day, which we do have those, obviously we're in COVID. So you guys can imagine what the last 2 years have been like. But even with that, even with cancellations and, you know, crazy things happening, flights canceling and just all of that stuff, I would not change anything. I absolutely, absolutely love my job. I love my life. I'm in such a good space 7 years into this career, and I am just so happy for all of the clients that I get to work with, you know, for all the people I get to work with, both as clients, as travel agents, for people who decide to become travel agents through my company, for people who just watch me here on YouTube. I am just grateful for it all. So that's it. I just wanted to take this time out to tell you guys that it is my anniversary, and yeah, I'm going to update you guys next year. I'm not going to do like, you know, 7.5 years or anything crazy like that, but I definitely will be updating you guys with everything that's happening on my anniversaries, which was always the plan. But as you know, back in the past, I was not as consistent. I am now. And that was the plan, to say, you know, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, what I've learned, what has been happening. So we're just gonna pretend that I was, that I was being consistent. And just the last 7 years have been amazing, have been, you know, the best experience of my life, just with my company and being a travel advisor. I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to see what the next year, the next 5 years, 10 years look like, because I know that I will definitely still be in this industry. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for celebrating with me my 7-year anniversary. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. So have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.